Are you having sharp, biting pain in the heel of your foot? Do you have plantar fasciitis? In the last video, I had the introduction to plantar fasciitis, and I briefly discussed at the end stretches you can do to stretch the calf muscles. Now this one, we're going to continue on, which I lightly hit on how to strengthen your gluteus medius. That's the inner glute muscle, and if it gets weak, one of the things that happens is that foot turns out it everts instead of being strong enough to invert. So this is a couple stretches and exercises you can do to help correct that. The first one is to stand up against a wall and say if this side is the culprit that's turning that foot outward, that's causing this band to get really overstretched, inflammation and swelling, to correct and get that gluteus medius stronger. And I want this one is just going to go along for the ride. Pick it up and I'm going to bring it across, but when I bring it across, I'm going to squeeze those glute muscles tight, and then I'm going to relax the glute muscles and bring the foot over the side. And I've got my hand up against the wall. It's very important to go slow, and as you bring it over, tighten up the glute. Tilt that pelvis back. Take a deep breath. Breathe out and bring that leg back over to the side. Take a deep breath. Slowly, as you bring it over, stretch and tighten it up. And on the back side, it would look like this. And so this one, muscle here is the one I want all that weight put on. And I'm going to tighten up this glute, squeeze it like you have a coin here. As I bring it, relax it, start to, and see, pull it up. Take a deep breath. It's very subtle. I'll put my hand here, maybe that will help you see the move. As I bring it forward, squeeze, and see how it corrects and tightens up the back to help protect it from also injury. Bring it over to the side, take another deep breath, and we're going to breathe in and squeeze that glute. So when I want this to get stronger, I tilt the hip this way. So it's a hip tilt. And when I tilt the hip, I'm picking up this foot, and I don't know, maybe I'll fall. And I want all the weight here on this foot, and this very little foot here. And you pick it up and bring it across. Take a deep breath, squeeze in, and bring that tilt up. Take a deep breath, have that hip tilted out. As I bring it forward, squeeze the glutes, bring that hip in. The other one that's really good, I'm going to do a low windmill. You don't need to have a kettlebell. You can use a dumbbell, you can have a jug, anything. But I'm going to have, which is your natural gauge that we discussed in the previous video. Most of the weight's going to be on that back hip. Hip out. I want very little weight on that front foot. I'm going to pick up the weight, and this is going to strengthen the gluteus medius, all the muscles on this kinesthetic chain that may be weak, causing that foot to evert, cause back, hip, shoulder pain, and back pain. Pressing. Look it up. Squeeze my glutes as I come up. On the back side, I'm going to tilt this hip back. You may not have much hip flexibility, so you may need to be working on getting that hip more flexible. I'm pretty flexible, and I'm at 45 degrees, and I'm going to tilt my hip back. I'm going to pick up that weight. As I pick up the weight, I'm going to squeeze the glute. And sit back there. And take a deep breath, and I'm going to breathe in and squeeze up at the top. And squeeze up at the top. And there are two remedials you can do to help correct plantar fasciitis or any other muscle imbalances you may be experiencing. And this is your Reclaim Yourself Mastery Couch, Kettlebell Lady of Iron with Kettlebell Plus 360. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.